Yo, it's Mr. Rags-to-Riches, and I'm back with some Rags-to-Riches credit tips. Today, we finna go over the quickest way that you can run up 100,000 in one day. If you don't believe me, just tap in, tune in, and I'm finna show you. Because you're not gonna be able to save up 100,000 at your job. You're not gonna be able to save up 100,000 in a week, a month, or a day. So let me show you the quickest way that you could get 100,000. Now, the quickest way you're gonna be able to run up 100,000 is going to be your personal credit. We have to make sure we understand the difference between our credit score and our credit profile, because banks, they do not care about the score so much. They care more about your credit profile. Somebody might get approved for a 680, 700, and you got a 750, 800, and you get denied because you got 2-3 accounts and they got 11, 12 accounts on their credit profile. So it's not so much about the score, it's about the credit profile. So I wanna go over a strong credit profile and what it's supposed to look like when you're going out here and you're going to get the bag. Now, first thing first, you wanna make sure that you got 100% on-time payments. We don't wanna have no late payments when we're going to get the bag. So if you got any late payments, you wanna make sure you get those off, because late payments make up 35% of your overall score. So late payments, that gotta come off before we go out here trying to get the bag. Next, we wanna make sure we got 10% or less credit card utilization. Now, your credit card utilization makes up 30% of your score. So that's one of the most important things of your credit profile as well. So you wanna make sure that you pay your credit cards down. You cannot go out for fun or trying to go get the bag and you got maxed out credit cards. That's not how it works. You wanna make sure that you are 10% or less when you're trying to go get funded. Not saying that your credit card utilization can be 30%, 40%, but the sweet spots when you're going out trying to get the bag, you wanna make sure that you 10% or less, because that makes up 30% of your overall score. We know we don't want to have no negative remarks on our credit report. So no derogatory remarks, no collections, no late payments. If you got any of those and you trying to go get funding, you're going to get denied in the door. No questions asked, because you want to make sure that you're taking care of your credit profile. Why would I give you 100,000 and you maxed out on your credit cards, you got late payments, you don't pay nobody back? So why would I lend you some money and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna run off on the plug, you're not paying me back, so I'm not giving you nothing. So we wanna make sure you're looking out for that. No derogatories, no collections, no late payments. Now we finna start digging for gold. We wanna make sure that we got 3 or 4 years or more credit history. This show the bank that you lendable, you've been taking care of your credit over time, and you're not new to credit. If you're having problems with your credit history, that's when you add an authorized user. That's when that comes into effect. You don't want to add it in the beginning when you got 1 to 2 accounts, because it's going to fall off anyway. Remember, you want to make sure that you add primary accounts in the beginning and make that credit profile look strong, because that's what the banks care about. And your credit history makes up 15% of your overall score. And we want to make sure we got 11 or 12 open accounts on our credit profile, because your account mix makes up 10% of your overall credit score. So we want to make sure we got 11 or 12 open accounts. They active, on time, no lates, no negative remarks on those accounts. And you want to have 2 or less inquiries each bureau. That means you only want to have 2 inquiries in Equifax, 2 inquiries in Experian, 2 inquiries in TransUnion, or less. The less, the better. That makes it look like you're not thirsty for money. So this what a credit profile look like when you're ready for that 100,000. Now, let me show you how to go get the 100,000. Now I just showed you what your credit profile is supposed to look like before you go out here and get the bag. Now, let me show you how to get the bag, and you gotta be real strategic when you're doing it. Look, I'm gonna turn it up a notch. This is high level information, man, high level information. But let's get into it. Now, we're going out here getting funded. It's a method called credit card stacking. We wanna make sure that you're really strategic when you're doing credit card stacking, because you wanna make sure that you're looking out for pre-qualifications. You don't wanna gang up a lot of inquiries, or you really don't wanna do it on your personal side, because when you try to get those inquiries off, you might close the account. So when you're doing it on the business side, guess what? You always could get the inquiries off because it's on your business side, but you're using your personal credit to vouch for your business. Look, You got to be real strategic when you're going out here doing this. But let me show you the quickest way how you can run up to 100,000. So the first way, we could go to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Now, when we go on the Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, we want to make sure that we get one inquiry each bureau. So if we go to Experian and say we get a 30K credit card from Experian, we get a 30K credit card from TransUnion, and the 30K credit card from Equifax. In total, that's 90K, and you could do all that in one day. Let me show you the beauty of this. After you do all this in one day, you can get those inquiries off removed because it's not going to show up on your personal credit. Your business credit cards do not show up on your personal side. So you can get those inquiries removed, and guess what you can do? You can do it all over again. Hey, look, man, it's Mr. Rags the Riches with the Rags the Riches credit tips. Hey, look, I hope I just helped somebody out here with this high-level information. If you don't have a business, I advise you to get you a business so you can run up the bag. You can run up you a quick 100, more than 100, just by having you a business and just by having your personal credit intact. But look, follow me everywhere, man, on YouTube at Mr. Rags the Riches, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere on all my platforms, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. Hey, look, I'm out.